I was wearing my brand new black Armani suit, bought at 95% discount at a Chinese shop. So I was 50% doubtful if it was 100% Armani. Nonetheless, I went to my wife and stood like a model. Honey, don't I look like a model? Sam, you are a super old model. But I will accept you as a model husband. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters who thrive on attention. Don't you love appreciation? Don't you like that standing ovation you will receive when you give your CC10 speech? I would love to receive a standing ovation for every of my speech, prepared and unprepared. But unfortunately, I have never received one. I have heard that it happens. But if appreciation is what we all love to receive, are we giving it often to people? It's not something out of the ordinary. It's not something on special occasions only to be delivered. And appreciation is part of our life. Do you appreciate enough? It's not a matter of giving, hey, thank you. That's ordinary. Have you ever told people a special compliment or something extraordinary? Something that is from your heart, sincere and thoughtful, unexpected. My wife asked me, Sam, did you ever compliment people? Or for that matter, have you complimented me? Have you complimented our children? She reminded me what happened a few months back when you visited Chennai and what happened with your son Niranjan. Can I ever forget that incident? I was flying to Chennai by a late night flight that arrived there at 3 a.m. I had called my son Niranjan to come over to the airport to pick me up. The distance from my house to the airport was 50 kilometers, and in India it can take a long time. And I could have hailed a taxi, but I thought it would be cost effective as a Gulf Indian to save a little more money if my son brought my car to the airport. Our flight landed on time, but few other flights also landed around the same time. So when we came out of the flight and went to the immigration hall, it was jam-packed full, queues everywhere. I was not there. So I went and stood in the shortest line that was possible. And I have a luck with some lines. My shortest line usually is the slowest line also. It took full 3 hours before I could grab my bag and come out of the airport. When the door opened, I saw my son standing there, wearing his favorite red t-shirt, his French beard, and then smiling. He came around and grabbed my trolley, gave me a hug. We pushed towards the car. As we reached the car, I was saying something strange. My car, my money invested, dirty and scratchy. Niranjan, can't you not maintain your car? So dirty, can't you clean it? His face that was glowing like a 1000 watts fluorescent bulb became dark in a moment. I could have spoken 1000 words, but I chose 2, which only he heard. Dirty car. Any other action, a pat on the back, a sincere thanks, would have made a lot of difference. But in that moment, I chose to speak 2 insensitive words. Dirty car. My wife reminded me and made me realize my mistake. Fast forward to the present. She is waiting for my answer. Honey, I'm sorry. That is a forgettable incident. I'm sorry for it. She said, Sam, You go to Toastmasters and say, you go there to learn leadership and communication skills. You want to know what I noticed? I said, yes, please tell me. When my wife speaks, I listen carefully. It's like I am the target speaker and she is 6 evaluators in one, besides an esteemed judge. She said, in Toastmasters, I see people appreciate each other. Even when people like you go on stage and give not so perfect speeches, they still appreciate and applaud. And then they give you encouraging notes, which you bring it home, and I see you pin it into your speech manual and refer it quite often. What do you learn from this, Sam? I realized we don't come to Toastmasters just to learn communications and leadership. We come here to learn also human relations. A little something extra, a little nudge, a little appreciation, a little encouragement that make us feel that we are better than what we are. There are few words that we can use in our daily life. Well done, thank you, I appreciate, great job. Are we doing this often in our life? Can you join with me and say, well done? Can you?
Well done.
Great job.
Great job.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I already feel great about me now. Friends, with a small change in my attitude, now I've been able to mend my relationship with my son, with my wife, and with everyone I meet in my life. You can also do that. Now, you have been a great audience for me, clapped and appreciated me. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate the contestant. Over to you.